Few days ago, I posted a video where I said prayer is a waste of time and energy. Prayer does not work. No problem has ever been solved in this world through prayer. So upon watching that video, one of my followers came into my inbox and told me, "Why are you saying prayer does not work? I have a testimony to the fact that prayer works. In fact, it has worked for me before." So I said, "Okay, let me hear your testimony." He told me one morning he left his house, he was about to go on a trip. So usually he has this habit of praying every morning before he leaves the house. But on this day, for some reason, he forgot to pray. So when he left his house on his way to the park, something reminded him that you have not prayed. You need to go back to the house and pray. So he turned back and went to his house, shut the door and prayed. After his prayer, he left his house a second time, headed to the park and boarded a vehicle. There were 4 of them in that vehicle, and on their way, that vehicle had an accident. Out of the 4 of them who were in that vehicle, 3 people were severely injured, but he came out safe. He did not have even a scratch on his body. And for him, prayer is what saved him. If he did not pray that very morning, he would have been injured alongside the others. So that is a testimony to prove that prayer actually works. And he said, if I say prayer does not work, how can I explain that situation? I said, okay, let me also paint you a picture of something that happened in real life and you will explain it to me. There was a group of women in the local church where I grew up as a boy. And these women had programmed to travel for a Christian women's rally. You know, it was a thing where women used to come from different churches and they will come together, praise God, worship God, read the Bible, and do all kinds of Bible drills. So they were supposed to travel for this women's union rally. To this effect, they hired a bus. A bus had to come right at the door of the church and pick them to the place where this rally was supposed to take place. So when this bus came, these women were all dressed in their Christian Women's Union uniform. So before they left, the pastor of the church came and prayed for them. He prayed for the car and prayed for safe trip. So this woman boarded the car, and you know, as when Christian women travel together, what they'll be doing in the car is they will be singing songs of praise all through the journey. So as they were traveling, they were singing songs of praise unto God. But do you know what happened? That very car had an accident, and 6 of those women died on the spot. While praising God, while traveling for a Christian women's rally, after the pastor had prayed and anointed the bus, 6 of those women died on the spot. Now explain to me, if prayer worked, why did this happen? Secondly, I told this guy, okay, if you are telling me that prayer